R. Parthasarathy's poem, A Grey Sky Oppresses the Eyes, expresses the author's feelings on arriving in the city of Calcutta. The poet is now in Calcutta. The sky looks dismal, and the poet's eyes watch the scene before him. He sees porters, rickshaw pullers, barbers, hawkers, fortune tellers, and idlers roaming about aimlessly. Over the heads of all of them, the poet saw the towering bridge which spans the river Hooghly. Big trees growing in the vast park cast their shade on the ground, while the poet now started walking towards Jadavpur, where he met a woman who smelt of gin and cigarette ash. As the poet had gone there in order to find some relief in lovemaking, the woman was also filled with carnal desire, and the nipples of her breasts hardened because of that desire. The poet's feelings at that time were indescribable, but he was aware of a sense of his isolation and desolation which made him uncomfortable. He could not drive out any of his uneasy feelings from his heart, and he then realized that the human heart needed all that it felt and that it could not pick and choose what it desired. The poet then had another depressing thought. He felt that he had acquired very little wisdom during the years which he had lived, and even in acquiring this little wisdom, he had to dislodge himself. Now, in the city of Calcutta, he decided to carry this little wisdom to another city, and he wanted to carry this wisdom in the bone urn of his mind. He regards his mind as a kind of receptacle for carrying wisdom, and he therefore calls his mind an urn made of bones. And the poet goes on to say that these ashes were all that was left to him of the flush and brightness of his youth. He felt that one phase of his life had been completed because he was now 30 years old, and he felt that he had not achieved much during those 30 years. He then formed a resolve to make the remaining half of his life more productive and more fruitful. So far, he had merely lost the one good quality which he had possessed, namely his innocence, and he had lost this precious quality in the course of his struggle to become a full fledged and creative human being.